Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. OBS says you can hear me, and I'm going to trust it this time. I'm going to turn my mic up on my interface, though, because it says I might be a bit quiet. There. Whoop, that's too hot. There we go. How's that? That seems better. How's everybody doing out there this Wednesday, Thursday, I guess, for some of you? I'm having a pretty good day myself. Last day before Monster Hunter comes out. I don't think OBS is lying. Not today. I think it's working. Awesome. Let's see. We got the usual suspects in here. We got Wabbit. We got Galactic Tapes. We got Trickman Terry. Yeah, right on. I feel like it's been forever since I've streamed. That can't be. I'm going to... There we go. Restart that. Cool. Alrighty. Well, shall we just get into it? I never know if more people are going to show up or not. But looks like OBS is, or looks like we're... See, it just jumped from like 2 to 7. That's not OBS, that's YouTube streaming. Anyway, yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I've had a pretty good day. I filmed the second half of Friday's video, and I also filmed Sunday sessions today. And then I'll finish editing both of those tomorrow. So I can give myself Friday, Saturday, Sunday to play the new Monster Hunter game, which I'm very excited for. I'm also pretty excited about this track I've been working on for the From Move to Full Track little mini series. If Dots is here. Takes a few minutes to update. Yeah, it does. But yeah, this new track I'm working on is pretty sweet. I went over to my in-laws yesterday and recorded the acoustic drum parts, and they turned out pretty cool, I think. I'm definitely out of shape. I was pretty sweaty. I spent about an hour and a half to 2 hours writing the part and then playing them until I was satisfied with the recording. Did it in 3 different parts. But yeah, I was pretty sweaty, and I broke 2 drumsticks in the session. So that was definitely a day. But I got it done, and I'm excited for everybody to hear it. Speaking of hearing things, shall we get into the challenge? Yeah. So we're once again gathered here, of course, to listen to my patrons. Music. Every month I do a challenge. I'm not sure if we have any non-patrons in the chat right now, but I'll explain the premise to those watching after. Every month on my Discord server, which is a patron exclusive perk, by the way, just $1 a month, we do a challenge, and then at the end of the month we stream and listen to everybody's entries. So this month's was number 6, and the challenge was to make a track with the quote, cheapest piece of hardware or software that you own. The rules were simply make a track using the cheapest piece of hardware or software you own. Yep, understand wiggle room. Feel free to reach out. Okay, we don't need to talk about that. No longer than 5 minutes and no offensive or copyrighted material. And shout out to Trickman Terry for actually suggesting this one at the end of last month. He reached out and said this would be fun. I said, I think you're right. I think it would be fun. And I did have a good time with this one. Hey, Sadiq Cat's here too. Am I coming in more on the right side with my vocals? Hang on. I'm rocking a mono mic on a mono input. So there might be something wrong with your headphones or speakers there. Put your other headphones on. Put the other headphone on. Yeah, everything here is mono. Hey, Make Mistakes is here. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I think we're just about to jump into these entries. I counted them up, and we have 9 this month, which is, I believe, 3 more than the past couple months. So that's awesome. Hopefully these continue to grow. That would be very cool. Alrighty. Well, shall we go ahead and kick things off? Looks like we've got Crazy Wabbit kicking things off this week, who submitted. I posted the hang on. I posted the information on February 4th, and Crazy Wabbit came in the very next day at 1:32 in the morning. Challenge done. So Wabbit says, for this challenge, I chose the massively loved Sarcasm Roland T8. I don't know. I think a lot of people do actually love it. It wasn't one of my favorites. Created a pattern on the rhythm section. Tried to mix it up a bit with placement, accents, probability, not a ton. Tried my hand at a build up and drop using delay/reverb. Then brought in the bass line using an 8-step pattern, tweaked a few knobs, and shut her down with delay. Thanks, Trickman Terry, for the idea this month and to get me to dust off this cheap toy. Awesome. Right on. Well, I'm excited to listen to it. And again, just like normal, I have not really listened to anybody's entries. I basically just kind of skim through each of them really quick and just make sure that the levels are okay and that the sound actually made it, the audio actually made it into the submission. Yeah, the T8, I didn't like how much menu diving the T8 had, and I didn't like that I couldn't finger drum on it. But, I mean, the sounds are classic. You can't go wrong with all the sounds in there. Speaking of those sounds, let's have a listen to those. This is The Crazy Wabbit with Cheap Date. Enjoy. Yeah, that was good stuff. I was rocking out in my chair by the end of that. City Cat, you can go to bed if you want. You don't have to watch it live, I promise. But yeah, Wabbit, that was awesome. I love that bass line when it came in, and the variation, and the closed and open hi hat. Yeah, that's that. I mean, that's really all you got to do to make me happy. Just give me a funky bass line that goes against like offset of 4 of the floor, and then close and open the hi hat. You are in bed. Nice. Yeah, that was awesome. And all of that on one piece of gear, a $200 groove box. I can always tell the people who the people who like get something in immediately are always like super jazzed on the challenge. I love it. And then there's the people who procrastinate it, like me, to the very end. Because I'm always like, oh, I've got more time. And then there's Galactic Tapes, who's on a whole nother level of turning in tracks late, who I believe we can applaud today because Galactic Tapes got his track in before the deadline, which is actually incredible. Hey, how's it going, Cyber Gwen? You're still awake, but you missed the start anyway. You can always go back and watch. Don't worry. Procrastinate like a pro. Needless to say, Galactic Tapes entry will be the last one today, though. Speaking of not last, we have the next entry. That was a terrible transition. That makes no sense. Next up, we have Echo, who I believe is in chat. This is called 2.5 Minutes with the Volca Drum. And we're all just going to have to wait and see what gear is used in this video. It's going to be a big mystery. I actually just jammed on the Volca Drum for Sunday sessions, which was a pretty good time. Volca Drum and NTS1. So I'm in a Volca Drum mood, so I'm excited for this. On French time, Galactic Tapes turned it in late. Yeah. Procrastinate by doing it the right way, or right away, so you never have to think about it again. 100% have forgotten your own track. All right, well, be prepared, as I'm about to play you your own track. Here we go. This is Echo with 2.5 Minutes with the Volca Drum. Here we go. If you jam on the Volca drum and you don't end it by manipulating pitch on the waveguide resonator, what are you even doing? Like that's I think that's when you buy a Volca drum, you are legally obligated to end it by manipulating the pitch on the waveguide resonator. If not, matrix printer. That did get kind of printery. That reminded me a bit of my entry, which is coming up. I did mine on the PO24 Office. So, yeah, I guess office equipment related. Yeah, that was awesome. That was so cool. I don't really see the Volca drum being used as like a groove box almost. And I need to do that more too. But yeah, that was super cool. You'll have to share that bass patch. It sounded very nice. I could see that being very cool in a track. Yeah, that was sick. The waveguide resonator is so good. Best part of the Volca drum by far. I mean, and the fact that it's pretty much like microtonic in hardware form. Yeah. It's a great piece of gear. Cool. Right on. Well, let's see. Next up, we've got Sadiq Cat. Made this using Audacity and samples from freesound.org. Ironically, I'm doing it on my laptop, which is probably the most expensive thing I own, but I'm confident I could have done it at my local library. Awesome. I'm going to cough real quick. We've got a lot of samples in here. Wow. A WD-40 pack. Oh, your own WD-40 pack for risers? That's crazy. Lamb chop, chicken clucking, a honk machine, cowbell, C minor guitar strum, drum fill, C on a cello, amen break, mouth click, a CR78, a high bongo. Nice. All right, well, Sadiq Cat, your creativity never ceases to amaze me. And with that, I will say, this is one, I did not listen to this track at all. I saw this description and I was like, oh, nope, I'm not even going to listen. So if the audio is messed up, I'm really sorry. But I wanted to surprise myself. I was a little selfish. So here we go. Here's Sadiq Cat. What the hell? What just happened? That was crazy. That was insanity. Amen. Break in. That makes me feel like I'm at a jazz club, but I'm like 10 drinks deep at least. And it's like 2 a.m. and I'm also like, I haven't slept in 24 hours. And that's what the fusion band or like a little jazz fusion combo on stage starts to sound like to me. That was freaking hilarious. Holy shit. That was but it was so good though too. It was nice and groovy. Like I was like laughing most of the time, but I was like still bobbing my head up and down. That was pretty cool. You never cease to disappoint. That was pretty freaking sweet. Well done. You had a lot to say in just a minute and 20 seconds there, didn't you? That was so cool. That might be one of my favorite tracks that I've heard in any of these challenges. All right. Banana emoji on this next one. Did I? I did the banana emoji too. Can't believe that. All right. Oh, and he's giving us right here in the server itself too. This is Make Mistakes. $35 for the Captain Credible Mystery Mansion and $55 for the Korg Monotron Delay. Right on. I'm going to work Jazz Fusion into my next live set. There's kind of a little already in there. Not a ton, but there's a couple measures of one song that I guess could be considered. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully if Sadiq Cat's still awake. That was worth staying up for. Yeah, that was so cool. All right. Next up, it is Make Mistakes with the Captain Credible Mystery Mansion and the Korg Monotron Delay. Here we go. Yeah. Someone said it in chat. Who was that? No mistakes were made. Absolutely not. That was so cool. I am not familiar with this piece of gear at all. Oh, it was Galactic Tapes who said that. It's got a 32-step sequencer too. You program the notes for the sequencer via the light sensor? Whoa. And it's $35. I looked it up on my phone while while your track was playing. It's crazy. That's so cool. This guy makes all his own stuff and then like makes albums with it and stuff. Very cool. Yeah, I'm super interested in that now. Well done. That was really cool. The sound of those chords, especially through the monotron delay, just it can instantly just give stuff so much grit just through that filter. And of course in the delay too, but that filter just tuned to that. When you just get it right there, you know that sweet spot. Oh, it sounds so good. Yeah, that was awesome. Well done. Well done not making any mistakes there. But it is okay to make mistakes. But you didn't make any mistakes. But it's okay if you did, but you didn't. Excuse me. All right. Next up, we've got Trickman Terry. Someone needs to come up with a new name for Terry for this stream. Terry says, here is my entry for this month. My cheapest gear is the Stylophone Beat, around $40 US. It's a drum and bass machine with loopable patterns and effects. I made 4 patterns and played them in a sequence, adding looper and high-pass effects. Forgot it had that many options, so you were happy you were able to do everything on the unit itself. Played live, recorded, and uploaded. No external processing. Awesome. It's okay to be okay with no mistakes that were done, but that would have been okay. It's already Cheap Man. Oh, it's already Cheap Man Terry. That's right. I missed that from the beginning. All right. Well, for this stream, here comes Cheap Man Terry with his entry on the Stylophone Beat. Here we go. Holy shit. That was awesome. I can't believe that thing is $40. And I just looked it up like on my phone on Amazon. You can still get them for $40. That's crazy. That bass sounded insane. Those drums were definitely like, I think the drums are probably an acquired taste. They're not going to work in every scenario. I mean, where they do work, they work really well. But that bass is crazy. And then you get the form factor, like playing it with the stylus. And then, Terry, you said you glide over the effects with the stylus to input them. That's really cool. Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna have to grab one of those for the channel. I've been looking to get back into the only one drum kit and one bass track. There are 4 drum kits and 4 basses. Wow, there's more basses than that? Dang, and more drums too. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to grab one of those for the channel. This be a lot of fun. That whole track was a lot of fun. And all those different effects kept it nice and varied too. Very cool. Very cool and very budget friendly. Yeah, awesome. All right. Next up we have Jan, who says, I just want to hide the fact that my gear is much too expensive, so I did a jam with an iPad app. The app is unfortunately no longer for sale in the App Store. Someone outside has a loud car. I guess the fact that it now has a bug with a hanging tone may be the reason, but it's a lovely app. The hardware equivalent would maybe be the Vector Synth, but that is quite an expensive device. Yes, it is. In the app, you can define geometric orbits, and these orbits will be transformed into note sequences and automations. Your music is automatically visualized in this way. Well, that's cool. Huh. Alrighty. Without further ado, here we go. Here's Jan. Well, that was super interesting. Wow. Very cool. That was that was very cool. I was mesmerized just watching the app. Oh, he did say it was no longer for sale. Damn. Well, I hope they bring back something like that. That was very cool. That's really a shame it's no longer for sale. Yeah, like I said, my ADHD ass was just, my eyes were glued to the screen. No longer available on the App Store. Dang. Yeah, Jan, if you see this after the fact, I don't think you're in chat, but that was very cool. Thanks for turning some of us onto that app. I love stuff with like visual representation like that. Which is so funny because typically I don't love making music on like iPads and screens like that, you know? But that was very cool. Oh, the Moog Visual Synth. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was some making art with archaic 1990s software type music. Yeah, super cool. I love the visual element of that. Just the UI looks really cool. If that is the proper UI. All right. Moving on to Donk, who says the stylophone. Excuse me. The stylophone is my cheapest piece of gear, so I'm forced to inflict this composition upon you. My apologies. I resisted the temptation of fixing it up in Ableton for tuning, syncing, sequencing, and adding sweet effects. You're getting it straight from the horse's mouth, out of tune and out of beat. The stylophone takes no prisoners. I tried to make up for it with fancy video editing and keeping it short. Enjoy. All right. I'm all about this. Here we go. This is Donk with the stylophone. I meant to comment in chat saying I love this, but I wasn't paying attention. I was typing it into the search emotes section instead of doing this. I almost did it again. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the 4 stylophone on screen at the same time. Yeah, that definitely seems like an old boss fight somewhere. That was very well done, though. Yeah. Was that just recorded? Because the stylophone doesn't have an out, right? So that was right into the SM57. Very cool. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, we have 2 entries left. It looks like me and then Galactic Tapes, the only person who submits later than the creator of the challenge. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, Donk. If you're in chat, I'm not sure. Well done. Very cool. Brave to go in there with just a stylophone, for sure. Alrighty, here is my entry. Simply made on the PO24 office and recorded straight into the Zoom H6 Essential. All of the pattern chaining and punch-in effects were done beforehand. All I did was press play. I wanted to kind of maybe finish it in Ableton, but I decided to just do it like old school freebeat, just straight from the pocket operator to the recorder, straight to the internet. It was a lot of fun. And the PO24 is my cheapest piece of hardware. I think I got it for like $39 when I got it back in 2019. So here we go. Enjoy. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of nice to just get back to the roots of the channel and play with the PO24. Such a fun pocket operator. Still probably my favorite. I know the Speak and the Tonic are probably arguably like the two most useful as like actual drum machines or synths, and then the PO33 is obviously like its own thing for composition, but I do love the Office. Thanks, everybody. We can move on from that now to our last entry from Galactic Tapes, who says, "Here's my entry. It is my cheapest piece of gear." Which Galactic Tapes, that's all the challenge was. Even if your cheapest piece of gear was like a $3,000 Nord piano, you know, that's your cheapest piece of gear. And the Woof box definitely qualifies, at least in my opinion, as budget. And of course, the channel's definition of budget is 400, $400 US or less. So I think you're well within the category of budget. Oh, and thank you very much. Alrighty, Galactic Tapes, closing us out with the Woof box. I already know your track is a little louder, so I'm going to go into OBS and turn down that channel preemptively. And here we go. Enjoy. Damn. Galactic Tapes, you are certainly the master of the Woof box. That was so impressive. That was so good. Just, it sounded so full. And that chord progression was awesome too. Super epic. The one in the middle, that I think it came back again towards the end too. Oh no. That's the last entry. That is going to do it for everybody. Clap, clap for everybody indeed. Yeah, awesome job, everybody. 9 entries this month, too. Super fun. Super fun. I am willing now to take suggestions for challenge themes, challenge ideas for next month. We are 6 days out from next Tuesday, right? So I don't necessarily know what this month's or March's challenge is going to be. So if you have any ideas, feel free to shoot me some over on the Discord. That was a lot of fun, though. Everybody killed it. I love the variety of instruments we got, too. Stuff I'd never heard of, to pieces of gear used differently that I have that, used very differently. Oh, Terry's already got, no samples, no presets. I'm out. I'm disqualified immediately. All right. I'm going to look at my DMs really quick. Just because Terry told me to. Oh, I forgot all those challenges you already submitted. Yes, you did send me a whole bunch of ideas. Yes. Oh, I never responded to this, did I? I meant to. What happened? I literally just forgot. I have read these. But yes, there are some really good ones in there. My favorite sitcom theme song challenge is pretty good. But yeah, we will definitely have to do that one at some point. But yeah, if anyone else has any ideas too, please. Jam in Bed challenge can still be Woof Bucks. I'd drop the move on my face. I know it would happen. But yeah, feel free to get some sleep if your name is Sadiq Cat, and everyone else, feel free to send me some suggestions. And yeah, if you want to join the Discord, as Make Mistakes says, who's always plugging the channel, simply head over to patreon.com/freebeat and present the Patreon page with as little as $1 per month. That's $12 a year, and you get access to the Discord, entry into these challenges every month, weekly vlog, shout-outs in the videos, and there's more, too. Yeah, we have a lot of fun over there. Come knock on our door, as Make Mistakes says. Yes, indeed. Alrighty, well, it is time for me to go make some dinner. I think we're having nachos tonight because we have leftover beans from a couple nights ago, and I think some leftover chicken. I might have to cook some chicken. We'll see. We don't bite much. That is true. You get to chat with me, but also interesting people. If that was a trick to get me to read it, good job. Yeah, thanks everybody. That was a lot of fun. I've got 6 days to figure out what the next challenge idea is going to be. That was a fun stream. Thanks for coming, CyberGwen. I appreciate it. Nacho dinner, my dinner. Yeah, I need to... I forgot it. I just realized I went grocery shopping today. I forgot a tomato. Damn it. That's what I forgot. I knew there was something. Yeah, CyberGwen and Sadiq Cat, go to bed. It is far too late for you. It's 5:56 p.m. here for me, so I'm allowed to be up, as are all of my East Coast friends too. But that's going to do it, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I had a good time. Thanks to everybody who submitted and everybody who joined in chat or just lurked and listened. That's okay too. Yeah. Thanks. Hope you all have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Yes, not to bed together, but please go to your respective beds. Yes. Seems like they both are in their respective beds. You can just say you fell asleep during my track. It's fine. I won't be offended. Anyway, take care, everybody. I just said anyone, everyone, I think. Anyway, everyone, take care. Have a good night. And we'll see you in the next stream. Bye, everybody.